big week ahead. Two big games this week. The first of which is Wednesday night. Trip to Queen's Park Rangers. What's the minimum that you're looking for, Glenn? You just want the players to turn up and look like they care?
Well, they've just been stuffed 4-1 at home. They lost the previous home game as well to Millwall, and they drew with Oxford the one before that. So I know we've gone to lots of teams this season that haven't won a game, and then we've played them, sort out that little run for them. So, well, no, I'm looking to win the game. I'm looking for, it's the sort of team that we should go and beat. I'm not being, Billy Big Balls about that and saying we're going to go and smash these but I want to see a lot more effort. I want to see a lot more sort of like will to win and actually driving forward and trying to win the game. So I want to see a change in the style, certainly. But the ultimate aim is to get 3 points. And if they play crap and win 1-0 by gutsing it out, then fair enough. I think it was here. I think it was QPR in the Championship where we didn't play particularly well 2 years ago, and we managed to nick it 1-0. It was a horrible game, but we got over the line in it. So we need to have something similar, on Wednesday. So I think QPR, they've been up and down a bit this season. Lost a couple at the start, then won a few, got in the playoff positions, and now they've sunk down to about 13th. And I think ultimately that is where they will finish. So it'll be a good test. It's a tight ground, as everybody knows. Tough place to go. They've got a few decent players. They've still got Steve Cook playing, who couldn't run 5 years ago when he was playing for Bournemouth. So I don't know what he's going to be like now. They signed the lad who scored loads of goals for Wickham as well, Richard Kone. So I don't really know how he's been getting on this year. Ilias Chair on the wing,
but not great. Chair's been out injured for pretty much the whole season. I think he's just coming back. I think
what I remember from him is James Bree pulling a hamstring trying to chase him down the line in that game. So he's one to watch out for. Isaac Hayden in midfield was Premier League player with Newcastle before they got the money in and got all too big for themselves. So QPR got some decent players, and it'll be a tough game, but we've got to go there believing we could win, but be prepared to really guts it out. That's what I'd like to see. And 4 at the back, please. Tonda.
Well, Tonda has been playing the same 3-4-3, obviously.
Is that because he's had to do that? Is
as per the directive, I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know if they'll make a massive change in a couple of days. I guess we'll see.
This would be his opportunity, I guess, to say what he thinks about that. If he starts with that, then we'll know maybe he's on board with it. But a bit of their form rubbing off onto the first team wouldn't go amiss, though, would it, Alfie?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm sure. Did any of you go to the Real Madrid game on Wednesday?
No.
I watched it online.
No, I didn't go either. I was away, but I did see they drew 1-1 with Real Madrid, which obviously is a decent result. But
Gavin Bazunu with an assist for the equaliser.
Yeah, absolutely.
I assume you saw that.
Leaping like a salmon.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, he's done that twice now, and he's not actually got the goal for it. So he's still, obviously, with Preston a couple of years ago, so he's still waiting for that first goal. I think it will be really interesting to see who makes the 11. And I don't remember. You're going to have to remind me now. I don't remember. Did anyone come in and out of the team when Simon Russ came in immediately? I know that Joe Aribo played every single game previously and never played again.
Big Les came in at Fulham, didn't he?
I mean, who have we even got that could sort of come in and out? I feel like we're on such bare bones because Cameron Archer's injury, Shea Charles
centre of midfield, unfortunately, picks itself, doesn't it? I think.
And that's Yander and Aribo, or is that Yander and Downs?
Yander and Downs, I think.
Yeah.
I don't see any other combination that works. I mean, Aribo. He was on the pitch 15 minutes on Saturday, and he still didn't look fit.
No,
he looked like he was blowing after jogging on. It was like, well, what's the point of this?
It was like when Bella Kotchap came on that time, wasn't it?
Aribo looked like a player who hadn't trained from the start of the season. And I'm being very disrespectful there, but that's what he looked like when he came on. And he came on in midfield, and he wasn't even playing in midfield. He was dropping back in between the centre halves and just picking the ball up and doing there.
Just standing there.
He wasn't running at all.
He was playing the ball out to either Manning or Fellows, and then was just staying there. It's like, well, I mean, you've played up front in the European final. Why are you not getting forward in injury time here? This is ridiculous.
But I would have thought that Tom Fellows, Joe Robinson will if he decides to play with wide players, then those two will certainly come into things and at least add a little bit more urgency. You can always take them off if they get tired, sort of thing. So I imagine he'll come in, but there's not a lot of choices. Particularly, I mean, the problem area up front, there's not a lot of choices. I mean, Adam Armstrong, we haven't mentioned him yet, but I mean, God, he was supposed to be providing the
nobody
cutting
mentioned
edge.
him Saturday either.
He's supposed to be providing the cutting edge and the leadership on Saturday, being the captain. And you're picking him as captain. You're basically saying, I don't really care about having a captain. So it was dreadful.
It's interesting with the sort of attacking non-output that Damien Downs had more of an impact on the game than Adam Armstrong did, just with that one snapshot from 25 yards that was blocked about 3 yards away.
Yeah, he had 100%.
That was more than Armstrong did.
He had 100% touch to shot ratio because that was the only time he touched the ball, I think. It was remarkable. He's had three appearances now and not touched the ball, but that's that's not the reason we lost yesterday.
Let's do some score predictions for Wednesday night. Last week we had 129 entries. 33 people said that we would lose at home.
People are getting better at this, aren't they?
And six people correctly predicted that we would lose 2-0. So wow. Yes, they are. Steve, is this where we turn the tides? Do we get a bit of new interim manager bounce on Wednesday night? Do you think we'll get a result?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's one of those. I mean, QPR will obviously be reeling from their heavy beating at the hands of Ipswich, who haven't been great themselves for most of this season. So it's one of those. How do QPR respond? How do we respond? I just want to read out a tweet that somebody I know who's a QPR fan posted last night, and you'll know why I've read this out once I've finished reading it out. Most frustrating thing about the Derby and Ipswich games is that neither of them had to be any good to beat us. Given goals away, poor decision making, and a lack of belief from the players. January won't need a huge number of signings, but a keeper and a couple of defenders should be the priority.
Wow.
Copy and paste.
Yeah. So I mean, certainly their home record is appalling. So we should be going there and trying to win. Whether we can kind of drag their heads up and get them out their own arses, who knows? Let's wait and see. I think I'd take a draw out of there and move on to Saturday, which is certainly a much bigger priority win just because of the opposition situation. Just get something positive on the board, just so you look like you're vaguely treading water at least, rather than sinking like a stone.
Saturday would be a good game for a new manager to come in.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to keep a clean sheet, are we? Absolutely no chance with this bunch of wasters. 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Glenn?
I'm going to say exactly the same. I'm going to say a 1-1 draw as well. Another thing, I'd like to see a new captain. I'd like to see someone else appointed, someone either a defender or a central midfield player. So, I mean,
any thoughts on who, Glenn?
It's very slim. I know you were going to ask that. Very slim pickings. Even though I'm not always convinced by his attitude, I'd probably give it to Taylor Harwood-Bellis, and just to say, just try and be some sort of leader, just purely because he's done it before, playing for England age group teams. I would try with him. To be honest, I think
Taylor was he one of the players? Was he the only player who went straight down the tunnel on Saturday?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, there's no one suitable. I mean, you could. I mean, if you want to dodge the decision, you just leave it with Armstrong, or you give it to Alex McCarthy because he's the most experienced player.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see something positive done in that area, just to hang your hat on someone and say, you go out there and try and be a leader. I mean, Harwood-Bellis at least will be vocal. It probably won't always be constructive, but at least he will be vocal. So I'd go with him. So I'd like to see a change in that area, but I very much doubt that an interim manager is going to make that sort of decision. And it'll probably be Adam Armstrong again, and hopefully he'll do a bit better at that particular job on Wednesday. But yeah, I'll go for a 1-1 draw again. We never get a new manager bounce. So.
Just a complete set.
Yeah, I'll go with a numbers game and say 1-0 win for QPR, unfortunately.
I was thinking something along those sort of lines as well. If you want to play along, all you need is your Patreon login. You'll find the leaderboard and how to play on the website. So head over to totalsaints.co.uk. And there's going to be a lot going on, I think, this week. So we'll have an extra pod for you on Thursday evening of this week. That's certainly the plan, to cover off the QPR game, look ahead to the weekend, and maybe there might be some manager news then as well, maybe some rumours for us to go through.